It's Hannah, and there is no sound. But that's okay. We are playing 2P HetaOni Chapter 1. Again! I did originally record this. However, there was no sound. All you heard was buzzing. So I have to redo this. But I made sure to make sure there was months in between me doing this so that you guys don't see me reacting the same way. However, this is a very old game, and I doubt this one is ever going to be finished. It says discontinued right there. However, this does offer some amazing ideas to what happened last time we did HetaOni. Some other options, in my opinion. So, it's called 2P HetaOni Chapter 1, or rather, why one random name indeed has forbidden herself from ever trying to make a 2P HetaOni game. However, if you didn't know, one random name indeed is also the creator of the original 2P HetaOni that I have played on this channel. So, she definitely did end up doing things. Definitely did create a different 2P HetaOni game that later we're all waiting for the next chapter with 2P Romano and 2P Spade, because dear goodness, I love them both. Also, the really cool mechanic of you can see the parties, but you can't enter all the parties, which is amazing. Instead of just you choose 3. My dog just moved my shoes because he's a jerk. But anyways, because it's amazing. It hasn't been done in any of the other Hitalia games, and I seriously found that to be one of the most amazing feature of that game. So, before playing, note that this is a fan game for Hitalia. Supporting the original source would be appreciated. As you know, in 2021, there will be another season of Hitalia, meaning all my work on this channel has been not for nothing. And I mean, I'm incredibly excited. I think I might watch the Japanese version, but I'm not too much of a fan of the Japanese version of Italy's voice, nor the English anymore. The original voice actor should have stayed the original voice actor. I don't know, that's just me. But I do like some name changes. Like some of the voice changes. Some, not all, but the characters may not be adequately introduced. I apologize for this. That's fine. Because, link in the description to the 2P HetaOni playlist if you're confused of who's who. 2P HetaOni uses two things developed in the fandom, 2P Hetalia and 2P HetaOni. HetaOni is based off of IaOni, which I'm trying to figure out the best way to tackle this without blowing everyone's eardrums off, because I'm a very crybaby about that game. I scream as bad as Markiplier. So, a deserted home in a mountain, about 3 hours on foot from the world's summit place. No one knows how long it has been there, or who used to live in it. Rumors had it that it was haunted. Here's the problem. We are totally doing everything that's Blue Butterfly. Unfortunately, in Chapter 1, the Blue Butterfly does absolutely nothing but end the game. So, you will expect me to play with a ton of time just pressing Blue Butterfly so we can see an ending, because I'm addicted to it. It started again. This time, it's the 4 former members of the Axis standing in front of the house. They look in front of the house, my boredom. A blue butterfly is fluttering in the background. That's an interesting butterfly. Prussia looks at it, flutter off. Really? We came out this way to look at and you look at the butterfly? Japan asks, but Italy seems interested. A butterfly? That's not it. Give me a second, I haven't voice acted in a while. Between college and home, It's been crazy. A butterfly out there? The three of them watched surprised. Italy, never before, expressed interest in wildlife. This sudden change was, well. Italy touches the butterfly, and as he does, it suddenly dissolves, melting into him. There's a strong glow of blue light engulfing the Italian. Before it fades away, Italy stares at the space where the butterfly had once been, confused. He felt stronger. A lot stronger. But when he thinks of that, he doesn't know. For a long time, he says nothing. I don't know which one it is, so I'm gonna assume it's Japan. What the fuck is that? Was that? One of the four exclaims. Italy looks back at them. He looks at his hands. Why would he leave? He starts, but he falls silent again. Italy? I don't know. Italy snaps, grabbing his head, his mind racing, trying to find the answers to why the blue butterfly would be out here. The only explanation, though. He falls to his knees. He didn't understand, or rather he didn't want to. He knew that his friend was... But how long had that butterfly been there? Italy didn't notice Japan or Prussia or Germany walking over to him. You know, I'm gonna go on a rant here. To be honest, I hate my food and culture class. It is garbage because it's the most confusing syllabus ever. And I swear, with the amount of confused kids there are in this class, you would think at least some people would have the brains not to text. At gosh darn 8 o'clock at night, some people are trying to record here. Ugh. Italy. Germany asked, sounding concerned. Italy doesn't look up. His mind's still racing. He's currently strong until he actively fights. What should you do with this extra strength? Was there a purpose for all this? Maybe the butterfly was out here for a reason. Not a bad one. He didn't know. His only option was to wait for him. But it's a nothing. It's just a butterfly. But it doesn't matter. I don't feel any different. Italy lies. Japan and Prussia look at each other but say nothing. Italy gets to his feet. Are you going to explore this mansion or not? Before anyone can answer, Italy enters the mansion, and the others follow. Upon entry, they hear a plate smash. They look at each other. Maybe this was a bad idea. Germany starts, looking nervous. Prussia looks at him surprised. What's the matter, West? Don't tell me you're scared. I'll go see what it was. Japan says and walks off. The three remain in the hall. It was probably nothing. Italy lies. He knows what it was, or rather, what it probably was. Prussia and Germany look at each other. That butterfly was weird, Prussia mutters. We shouldn't have entered here. We should have. He tries to continue, but notices Italy and Germany are staring behind him. He slowly turns around and sees it's a gray kind of humanoid, tall, lanky, skinny, like it hadn't eaten in a long time. It's too tall for the halls and had to walk on fours. It slowly crawled closer. Run! Italy yells before running up the stairs. They follow. So does the thing. Jerry splits off from them, running into a room. Prussia wants to stop him, keep by his side, but it was too late. Prussia had to run past the room, and now the thing is blocking it. He ran into another room. Italy continues to run upstairs when it occurred to him. He's currently very, very strong. Why run? He turns around, taking out his dagger, smiling. Not that today. Dog, Navi, do not eat my shoes. I am recording. He says the thing doesn't hear him. It attacks him, but Italy takes out his dagger and digs it into the thing. It lets out a scream, but Italy stabs it again and again before aiming at its forehead. It finally collapses onto the floor. It fades and Italy grins. I don't know who this is supposed to be, but I will do my normal voice. Much later. Hang on. Isn't there supposed to be a butterfly around here somewhere? A nation says. What does it do? Super strength. It'll help us move that boulder. But the nation pales. I can't find it. What? He laughs nervously. Don't worry, I'm sure I can copy the spell somehow. I have an affinity for magic. No, are you crazy? You can't joke around about. I'm not joking. What other choice do we have? We need to move that boulder. I'll be fine. His friend looks at him unsure. All right. A few moments later, he regretted his decision. His friend lying dead in his arms as he looks up at two things climbing out of the hole they block. As he looks at them, knowing death is upon him, he mutters, I was getting sick of this fucking game anyways. The bad ending. But yeah, so in chapter 1, I don't remember any blue butterflies that help us, so. But I will be doing all the blue butterfly endings just because all the blue butterflies are so cool. Anyways, a blue butterfly is flying in the background. Only Prussia notices, but he says nothing. Well, Italy starts, breaking the silence. Who would have thought? He smiles. It's already here. For a moment, no one will speak. Japan frowns. I thought it was just a rumor. I never thought we'd actually find it. It has such a desolate feel, Prussia notes. Not bad, but I've seen more desolate places. In my heart. Germany rolls his eyes. Prussia? No one cares. He then continues. Besides, I don't feel this place that interesting anyway. Japan nods in agreement, adding, can't we just look at it from the outside and then go back? I've got better things to do than explore a rotting building. He looks at him, still smiling, and shrugs. Please. Oh, please, he says, talking to a child. After all the trouble we went to just to find this place, it'd be a waste not to go in for a little while. Unless you're afraid of dying. Japan momentarily glares at Italy, but the Italian has already left to enter the house. Japan huffs out, annoyed, and follows him. Precious glances to Germany before likewise entering. Germany stands outside alone in the silence. He's not sure if he really wants to enter. Mostly so we can see some of these endings. I gotta say, we don't enter. Germany throws his arms in the air. I'm not going in there. I'm not doing that. They were able to see the house, and he has gotten very, very bad vibes. He does not want to enter. He backs away from the house. If they want to waste their time in the house, they can, he decides, and turns around, ignoring the sinking feeling in his stomach. He approaches the gate and reaches out to open it. It creaks for a moment. He's hesitant and looks back. Prussia is back there, and for some reason, Italy and Japan are also back there. Yet somehow he feels like he's betraying them. He shakes it off. He's not betraying them. He's just not going to hang around wasting his time. Where's the betrayal in that? Besides, even if some bizarre way hurtful, it wasn't like they had never given him grief for something before. Germany looks back at the house, looms over despite the distance, almost eerily. He looks back to the outside and attempts and takes a step out. Attempts to take a step out, but nothing happens. It's like he's walking into an invisible wall. You. Jeremy straightens up. Did he just hear? You won't escape like that. Jeremy slowly turns around and flinches. He tries to take a step away, but he feels that strange invisible wall. Your contract is not fulfilled. What do you want from me? Germany cries. It's a gray monster. He doesn't understand. Prussia always said that the only real monsters were fellow humans and nation. What's with contract breaker? What contract? Journey yells, reaching for his whip, but the thing swings his claws at him, across his arms and his chest. Germany falls to his knees, the pain, the blood, but he's felt such pain before. Why was his body already giving up on him? Death to... It approached him. Contract breaker. He raises his arms again. Germany tries to pass the pain, to defend himself. Come on, do it for Prussia. Germany thinks and reaches for his whip again. Breaker! Germany cracked his whip, snapping at the thing's arms. It roared ferociously. Then Germany never registered what happened. It happened so fast. Losing your head is never fun. Bad ending. So, remembering what a combination between what Italy said in the butterfly ending, saying someone was out there. I think the butterflies are those who have fallen. And that would make sense because in the game you are given double the strength of what your currently character has. That is how they're able to defeat the monsters. And Italy reacting the way he did to the butterfly, meaning suggesting that his friend left. Who left? Well, if the butterflies are double, if we consider the fact that the butterflies would be double the strength, then Italy would have no reaction to the butterfly. He would just be so confused of why it's out there. But if we say the butterfly adds a character's strength to another character, then we have an idea of what's going on. For example, if I guess it's supposed to be England that was trying to move the boulder, maybe? I don't know. If he has an affinity for magic, it's like the magic trio. Pick one. We're going to say England. If it's England and he knows about the butterfly, and let's say America is the other person, America plus Germany's strength would probably be able to move anything in this world. Holy smokes, that is a scary thought. And the butterflies don't go away until they actively fight something. So that means the two creatures come out, and after that battle, the strength would have gone away. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be Germany's strength captured. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. But, that's my theory. But we have to enter. The X-axis looks around the hallways of the house. They don't notice a blue butterfly. But upon closer inspection, Japan notices it. Hey, what's with this blue butterfly? He asks. Italy pales, but nobody notices. He casually walks over. It looks like a bit of graffiti, he says, but he almost tackles Japan when he sees him reaching to touch it. Don't do that, Italy yells as the two land on the floor. Why? What's wrong? It's just a painting on the... Oh, why? What's wrong? It's just a painting on the... Prussia touches the butterfly and it suddenly becomes alive, fluttering to him, dissolving, engulfing him with a blinding, bright blue light. When it disappears, Prussia is left standing in the room, looking confused. What? He starts, but he doesn't know what happened to him. Italy rests his heads in his hands. He has multiple heads. Italy has 3 heads, everyone. Imagine it. Italy has 3 heads, 2 hands, All their heads are resting in all his hands. Got it. Theo, please don't let this have any consequences. He looks up and sees that the thing that has been plaguing him for who knows how long. Centuries. It must have been. Run! He yells and gets onto his feet. Quickly he runs. They run. Japan runs into the kitchen, but the thing follows the others upstairs. Germany hides in the first room he sees. The thing follows the other two. Italy runs upstairs expecting it to chase him, but it doesn't. It goes after Prussia. But why? The magic. The magic. Italy mutters, runs back downstairs. Its back Prussia into a corner. Italy jumps on its back, distracting it briefly. Prussia flees, annoyed. Italy grabs and smash. It grabs Italy, smashing him against the wall, holding him up against it. Italy coughs and holds its arm, trying to breathe, but nothing happens. Prussia sees it for a moment. He looks indecisive, but his face hardens resolved. Italy's eyes widen. Prussia has abandoned him. He just turned and ran away. The pressure on his neck grew. If he didn't get out of this soon, he'd snap. So, what have we learned today, class? We don't like Prussia. To be Prussia, how dare you leave Italy? He warned you all not to touch the blue butterfly. But you just had to touch the butterfly. So I will be picking up this in the next episode. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Hannah. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!